Ah, yes, yes. Peace and soul, family. I'm gonna give you time to come on. While I have my sunny orange breakfast. Nope. So guys, what's going on? Today we're going to establish something similar to what I've expressed about last night. Land, laws, and language. But it's going to be a little different. So, we're going to establish the Costa Rica I saw, the Costa Rica you didn't see. You see, I know for a fact, most of you knew, or most of those who knew I was coming to Costa Rica, you knew that you thought that I was going to display for you the beautiful side and the peaceful side of Costa Rica, virtually what they call Puerto Viejo. You wanted to see Puerto Viejo, not Costa Rica. Puerto Viejo is the other side of Costa Rica that gets all of the beauty, all of the YouTube videos and the people watching and people being inspired by Costa Rica. That's what makes YouTube videos. Puerto Viejo makes YouTube videos. Costa Rica, San Jose doesn't make YouTube videos look sexy unless you're someone of a caliber like me. Right? I'm of a different breed. Ooh, boy, that's cold. I always hate doing that in the camera, making that noise, right? So, the thing is this here. Hey, everyone joining. So here's the thing, beloved. The Costa Rica I saw, Costa Rica you didn't see. The Costa Rica I saw was the culture. I saw the culture. The Costa Rica you saw, or the Costa Rica you wanted to see, was you wanted to see Costa Rica, the land. You wanted to see the land. I didn't want to see the land. I wanted to see the culture. Why is that? Why was it important for me to see the culture? One reason. If you know me, you know everything about me is all about holistic. My teachings, my way of life, my lifestyle, it's all holistic. So everything holistic is natural. You must do holistic. It's natural. Holistic is natural. And natural is holistic. They go hand in hand, right? And natural is holistic. So the reason why I came to see the culture and not the land was because I'm a natural being who must study the natural way of life. And I study, as a student of life, the natural way of life from natural people who live in natural environment. And Costa Rica is definitely a natural environment, even with, because they still have not converted over to the Western mindset yet. And you can see it here. And when I say Western mindset, what do I mean? Who is it that I want to kind of like give you an example of? Who can I give you an example of? There's some countries that's, okay, I'll give you an example. South Africa. South Africa has developed a Western mindset to where everything that is happening in South Africa actually makes you feel like you're in America. It can actually make you feel like you're still in America. They have adopted the Western mindset. It's almost a Western culture in South Africa, in Johannesburg. If you go and look in Johannesburg, you would think that you are still somewhere in America because of the establishment of the takeover of the land. Remember, I talked about that last night. The takeover of the land. The takeover of, well, guess what? All of Costa Rica is protected. This is why I realized they don't have no army. Because everything is, this is even more, this video, this topic is even deeper than what I even just realized. It's deeper than what I just realized. Something just freaking hit me like a lightning bolt. The reason why they don't have an army. The reason why Costa Rica don't have an army, a military, is because everything here is protected. And so there's nothing that needs to be protected because it's already protected. They've established protection over the land here. And so everything here is protected. Literally, you can't touch a lizard here. I'm dead serious. You can't touch a little baby lizard. Everything here is protected. Everything in Costa Rica is protected. That's why they don't have a military. Because they've established protection over the land already. And the protection that they have, literally, like, they tell me, like, you can't touch nothing that's natural. You can't touch nothing that's natural. And that's what I mean when I say they have not adopted the Western mindset. So I didn't come for the land. I can come see that all the time. I could come see that anytime. But I knew something deeper about Costa Rica that most people don't know when they come to Costa Rica. Most people come to Costa Rica to see Puerto Viejo, which is the beautiful side of Costa Rica, the beaches and the land, the trees and the jungle. That's with YouTube videos, and that's cool. Come here if you want to go see that. But I came to San Jose to learn the culture, because this is where the people, this is what the population is. So I came to San Jose to study the culture and the way of life, the way of the natural way of life. And if you want to study the natural way of life, then come to Costa Rica. Why? Because nature's protected here. Everything here is natural, and they don't have any military. Everything is protected. And then also, when you come to Costa Rica, you're coming not bringing your Western mindset, but you're coming to adapt and adopt their mindset, their culture. Why is that? Because in their culture, they put their culture first. I talked about this last night, that they've established that Spanish will be their first language. Listen to me. You cannot watch TV here because every channel and everything on the channel is in Spanish. And that's cool that everything is in Spanish. You understand what I'm saying? It's all in Spanish. And the reason for that is because they want you to adapt to their ways. Like, they're not going to give up their natural way for you. It's not going to happen. They're not going to give up their natural way for you. So they've established, and I've tried to subtitle the TV. It's just, I think it's just this TV, not all TVs, but I've tried to put the language in English and I couldn't. And I don't think it's all TVs. I just think it's this TV because I asked the owner, can he get the language changed to English? He was like, it doesn't work with that TV. So basically, I don't even watch the TV. I watch my laptop. You understand? And so, I didn't come for the vacation. I didn't come here for vacation. I came here to establish a connection with the people of the land, which I did. And I came here to study and see and observe the natural way of life. And I am. One thing I want to say about the Costa Rican people, their attitude type, their personalities, let me tell you about the personalities of Costa Rican people. Very, very, very helpful, willing to help type people. I didn't think that about Central Latin America. I always thought Latinos have this snobbiness about them, but that I only experienced that with I gotta say it, with the Puerto Ricans. I've only experienced that with the Puerto Ricans. Not all Puerto Ricans, but I experienced that a lot with Puerto Ricans, not Costa Ricans. And there's a difference between the two. Puerto Ricans and Costa Ricans are very different. You understand what I'm saying? What I've experienced with Costa Rican people is this willingness to love you and accept you and learn you and bring you in. It's this willingness to accept you. It's like, come on in, like you're already family. It's like, come on in, you're already family. I didn't think that was the case with Latin America. I always thought Latinos were very snobby people. But I came here to observe that and see how that fits, and how do I fit in the lifestyle like Costa Rica. And all you got to do, beloved, is just be you. Be your natural self. And don't come here trying to bring anything don't come here trying to bring anything that doesn't fit within the culture here. Don't do that. Because they're not going to accept you. They're not going to accept that. They're not going to accept that. That's not the way of life for them. They have a way of life that they live by. And you must accept that and respect it. You understand what I'm saying? Because they will get rid of you. And I love the Costa Ricans. I do. I love the Costa Rican people. I love the way of life here. I love the experience I had here. I love the way that they brought me in and accepted me and gave me this persona non grata status. Like, they're like, yo, you come, you stay. You understand what I'm saying? There's people who come to Costa Rica and get a bad experience because they come with bad intentions. And Costa Rica puts you out, kicks you out, gets rid of you, like spits you right out. And that's not Costa Rican people. That's nature. That's nature. This place is so biodiverse and so powerful in nature itself that it's healed. It's a healed space. The space here is so healing and so healed that like my body, I'll use me for an example. I consider myself a very healed person. As far as like spiritually, I'm healed. Mentally, I'm healed. Emotionally, I'm healed. Meaning, you can bring up my past and it don't trigger me. You can bring up things that happened to me. Me not being able to get jobs or get that stuff don't hold me back. Me not being able to get certain credit, me not being able to get certain jobs, me not being able to get certain homes to buy and stuff like that, but not because of the color of my skin, but because of my background, it don't affect me mentally. I keep it going. I keep it moving. They say no, I say next. That's how it goes. You understand what I'm saying? And so I move on. I'm healed mentally. I'm healed emotionally. I'm healed spiritually. My lifestyle that I live is a healed lifestyle, holistic lifestyle. I live a holistic lifestyle. Everything that I do geared toward making sure, is it good for my mental? Is it good for my emotional? Is it good for going inside my body, which is my biological? And is it good for me to even speak or hear, which is good for my physiological? Is it good for me? That's why I tell people, don't bring me bad news. That's not good for my physiological, because I understand that when you speak, you're tapping into my physiological body. You're tapping into how I'm supposed to react, or how I'm supposed to think, or how I'm supposed to feel when you say certain things. You're tapping into that. I won't allow people to do that. That's why I said on my Facebook post that I made up a new rule. If you're not true to your word, you're not true to yourself. I'm not going to become your casualty. No, kill yourself. Cut yourself off. I'm going to cut you off before you kill me, because you're not true to you. I'm not going to allow you to not be true to yourself and then bring that into my space. No, that's not good for me emotionally. That's not good for me mentally. That's not good for me that's just not good for me in any way. And so Costa Rica is a healed place. And therefore, anything that comes with a bad intention, anything that comes to warp the way of life here, anything that comes to divert the way life is here, it's going to get spit up and chewed out. So anytime I eat something bad, the average person that eats something bad will get sick immediately. Like, oh, I ate a bad piece of fish, or I ate some spoiled rice, or I ate something spoiled. My body is so strong, as far as, every cell within me is so strong and powerful and potent, that even if I ate something bad and I knew it, oh snap, I just drank some spoiled milk, or I just ate some bad fish, or I just ate a bad piece of bread or something. My stomach will react to it, but it won't. My stomach, your stomach is working to get that thing right. My stomach will react, but it won't put me down. It won't be like, some people have to take a day off. Like, oh my God, I ate some bad fish. And you on the toilet, you throwing up, you diarrhea everywhere. I ate some bad things. And my body was strong enough to fight it. It was like, yo, this don't belong here. And immediately took it out. My biology is so strong that something comes into it, it immediately says that don't belong, and it takes it out. Boom, get out of here. And that's what happens in Costa Rica. If you come with bad intentions, you come with any bad any bad feelings, any bad anything, you come here with that. This is their motto here is Pura Vida. The motto of Costa Rica is Pura Vida, which is good life. Live a good life. Don't come here with that bull crap. They positive here. They're positive here. So you come with the intention of adding to that. Come adding to that. Don't come taking from that. Because not them, but Costa Rica itself, the land will spit you out. Because you're sick. You're a sick being. And you're sick to the land. Man, my people over here at Aprende, they hugged me last night. They didn't want to let me go. They was like, if you don't come back, you failed us. I said, man, so I gotta come back. They're like, if you don't come back, you failed us. I'm like, all right, I'm coming back. Trust me, I'm coming back. They're like, if you don't come back, you failed us. I said, okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? They say, they wait for me to come back. They say, I wait you. They didn't say they wait for me. They say, I wait you. They said, I wait you. Okay. I wait you, come back, I wait you. I said, okay, I'm coming back. This is home. I'm going to be honest with you. I've been to places before. I've been to the Philippines, and I got to tell you, man, if I did a comparison of Costa Rica and the Philippines, I don't think nothing compares to the beauty that I've experienced in the Philippines. I don't think nothing. I have not been everywhere yet, So my thoughts on that may change. It may change. But the beauty that I experienced in the Philippines, man, that was top. That was top scale. That was top scale beauty right there. That was some good beauty. Costa Rica's beautiful. Don't get me wrong. Costa Rica is very beautiful here. Again, when you go to Puerto Viejo, you're going to see that Costa Rica that you wanted to see when I came here. I didn't go to Puerto Viejo. I went to San Jose. There's two sides. There's the Atlantic side and there's the Pacific side. The Atlantic side is Limon, Puerto Viejo. That's the side where that's what the side they call the Caribbean side. That's the side where all the black folks reside. And this is why I was telling that man, and I saw him again last night. The elder, I saw him again last night, and we got to talking religion. And I told him, he was like, I'm a believer in Jesus Christ, man. I was like, let me help you out. You know what I'm saying? And he was listening. When I was spitting that I was spitting that knowledge to him. He quiet up. He heard me. He was listening, boy. He was like, he said, I believe in Jesus. I'm Jesus Christ's follower, man. I said, Jesus Cristo. Yes. I said, okay. Let me tell you a little bit about Jesus Cristo. I had to open his mind once again. You understand what I'm saying? And I did. And the Atlantic side is the Caribbean side, the African side. The Atlantic side is Limon. The Atlantic side is the Caribbean African side. This is what I told him the other day. I said, your ancestors, my ancestors walked this land. That's why we're here. That's why there's a whole... Costa Rica is split in half. Again, it's the Pacific side, it's the Atlantic side. I'm on the Pacific side. Why is it the Pacific side? Look at the Costa Ricans. Who do they look like? And I told him this. If you look at Costa Ricans here, a lot of them, listen to me, beloved, and I'm telling you right now, I've almost confused a lot of them for Asians and Hawaiians. They almost look Asiatic and Hawaiian. They almost look like Filipino, Vietnamese type people. Some of them looked at Vietnamese type. I saw some who looked at like they were straight out of Asia. And some of them that looked at like they were straight out of Hawaii on some real stuff. That's why I talked about the Costa Rica I saw and the one you don't see. You understand what I'm saying? And I've been to Philippines and I told them, and they knew this. I said, your ancestors and my ancestors are the same. They knew that. And the Filipino people knew that. They knew that they got African ancestors. But it's also Hawaiians too. So I make the lineage. What I did was I actually went all the way far. I went all the way to the far east, except for Africa. The only place I didn't go to was Africa. I'm gonna give you a lineage trace. I'm gonna trace it all the way here to America. So here's the lineage trace that I went on. I went as far east as the Philippines. If I'd have kept going, I'd have got to Africa. But I went as far east as the Philippines. This is the trek of Africans. And then you come through the Caribbean seaboard, which is the islands, St. Kitts, St. Lucia, Dominica, Dominican Republic, all these islands. And so you're coming from far east, from the Pacific, and then you're coming back through the Pacific, all the way down to Hawaii. You know, you got Hawaii, and then you're coming through Mexico, then you're coming through Central and South America. You understand? So you got America. I went through Mexico. I didn't go deep into Mexico, but I got into Mexico last year. And so basically, when you trace it back to America, you can see the African ancestor tree dripping down from, you know, the southeast of Asia all the way through Hawaii and over here to then to Mexico, then to Central and South America, then to the Native Indian American. You're understanding now what I'm saying? And so now you got the Native Indian American, and if you look at the Native Indian, the Navajo, if you look at them, you can see the Aztec within them that comes from Central, South, America, through Mexico, up to Hawaii, back to Asia, back to Africa. You understand what I'm saying? So you can see all of that lineage, them traits. And there's a lot of traits of Hawaiian looking people and Southeastern looking people here in Central America, here in Costa Rica. And I told that guy, and this is why we got Caribbean, that's why they got two sides of Costa Rica here. You got the Caribbean side and you got the Pacific. You got the Atlantic side and you got the Pacific side. I'm on the Pacific side. You understand? I'm on the Pacific side. I'm on the side where I'm experiencing the beauty of the culture. Now, if you want to experience the beauty of Costa Rica, you're going to go to the African side. This is a fact. You understand? You're going to go to Puerto Viejo, Limon. This is a 4-hour, 5-hour drive to the Atlantic side. And you're going to experience natural ways of life. You're going to experience what they say is a lot of Jamaicans. They say the Jamaicans are over there. They say there's a lot of Jamaicans over there, man, in the Caribbean side. I think it's not just Jamaicans. I think it's a plethora of all types of that. You know, not just Jamaicans. I believe it's, who is this? I believe it's, somebody wants to come on camera. I'm going to bring you on. This is the new, this person, I'm going to bring her on. This person that wants to come on camera with me is somebody who just started following my message. And she's a cook. I think she said she owns a restaurant. So let's see. Let's see. I'll bring you on camera. Give me a second. Let's see what this let's see what this conversation be about. Huh? Let's see what this I'm gonna bring you on now. Come with good energy. I'm gonna bring you on. Here we go. Show me what you about. Show me what you about. Oh. Never mind. That was an accident. Good. Don't need to come on. That's fine. If you want to come on, you can request me. I'm not going to bring you on, though. I'm not going to bring you on. So, yeah, you got the African side. You got the Caribbean side. The Caribbean side is the side of the people who, Africans. You feel me? Limon. There's a stigma. There's a stigma on Limon. If you listen to the internet, there's a stigma on Limon if you listen to the internet, and they will tell you that it's dangerous. But don't they say that about black people everywhere? Anywhere we go, they say we dangerous. I did not go over there because I didn't want to. I didn't go over there because it's a 5-hour drive. I ain't trying to take no 5-hour drive yet. I did get to experience the beautiful beach. I got to go on the mountain, which is what I love doing whenever I travel places. I love going to like the mountaintop and overlooking. So I got to do that. That was beautiful. I got to go to the beach, which was beautiful. Ooh, the image. Wait till I'm done with this video I'm creating. Oh my God, this video is gonna be dope. So I'm creating, a lifestyle of holistics so that people can understand what it means to be and live natural. You understand? What it means to be and live natural, beloved. What it means to be and live natural all over again. And we got to know how to do that. I learned that through the culture. See, you're going to go to the Caribbean side, which is the side I'm going to go to when I come back. Puerto Viejo. But when you do, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be still from the airport. There's only one airport here. And you're going to fly right into, you can't fly right into Limon. You're going to go to one airport. And from that airport, it's going to take you 5 hours to get to Puerto Viejo or Limon. Both of them is over there. It's going to take you 5 hours to do all of that. Are you ready for that? Yeah, of course. Next time I come here, I'm going to be ready to take a 5-hour trip over to Puerto Viejo. Because number one, Costa Rica is only a 3-hour flight. Number two, the tickets is not that expensive at all to come. Number three, it's not hard to get in Costa Rica because guess what, beloved? You don't have to take a COVID test. Now you got to take one to leave here. You got to take one to leave here, but you ain't got to take one to come here. You understand? That's what I like about Costa Rica. You don't have to take one to come here. Do you know Costa Rica only had a case of, what they say, 200 people sick with COVID until the holidays came and it shot up? They said they only had like 200 people, cases, 200 cases. When I was in Dominica, they only had 20 cases. Is it the government or is it the land? I'm going to say it has a lot to do with the land. I'm going to say it has a lot to do with nature. I'm going to say it has a lot to do with the natural environment. Well, places like Dominica say they only had 20 cases in the middle of the pandemic. Places like Costa Rica say they only had 200 cases. America's up in the millions. What the? So that tells me America wants you sick, man. This is the thing. This is why people be like, oh, COVID is real. No, COVID is not real. The healthcare system is real. And that's what they want. The healthcare system is real. Do you know that Costa Rica has actually one of the top healthcare systems in the world? Literally, people come here to get healthcare from all over the world. They say that, look this up. Costa Rica is, I think, like number 2 or 3 for like the top medical healthcare in the world. You could come here and get dental work done for dirt cheap, but it'd be good dental work. Come here and get medical work done on you, heart surgery done on you, all kinds of stuff. Surgery done that you might need for dirt cheap, but it'd be good. They're like number 2 for like their medical system. The problem is they want you well. They want you well. They don't want you sick. They want you well. You're better well than you are sick. And we live in a country like America where it's all about keeping the people sick. And that's what makes America a sick environment. Because if they wanted us well, they would give us the option to say, which they do, but they still would give us the option to, they would not introduce no vaccine and tell you got to have this to do that. That's why Costa Rica don't want you getting vaccinated or you don't have to be vaccinated or take a COVID test to come into Costa Rica. They don't imply that. They don't put that on you like that. That's not the way. That's not pure vida. That's not the lifestyle they live by. That's not culture. That's not the way of life for them. They live pure vida. They live good life. That's their mindset. That's their motto, pure vida. They're not going to tell you to do something that goes against their belief. They're not going to tell you to do something that goes against their belief, their motto, their custom. Their custom here is life. In the word pura vida, pure is the word in Spanish. Pure. Pura vida. Hear the words. Pura for the word good in English. Pura is the word in Spanish, but it means good in English. Good is pure. Are you understanding laws, land, and language? You understand? You know what I'm saying? Pura Vida. Pure Vida. The word itself is pure. The word in and of itself is pure. So you got to know that everything is pure Vida around here. Pure meaning good, but pure also meaning pure. You understand? Ugh, that's ugly. Come on. Do that again. You know what I'm saying? Grace on rising, Trevor. So, pura vida. Let's get it right. Let's understand the language. Let's understand phonetics. Let's understand tones and vibrations. Let's understand the Costa Rica that I saw was not the Costa Rica you wanted to see. The Costa Rica you want to see is you want to see the land. You want to see nature. And I'm here to show you the way of life, the way that the people live it, the way that the people live it. And how can you understand it if you don't understand them? How can you understand the culture and the way of life if you don't immerse yourself in the culture with them? You got to go immerse yourself in the culture with them. You got to talk to the people and understand who they are, understand their mind. All I do is travel and follow and understand customs and culture. And that's what makes me unique in who I am. Because I get to do these trips where it's not about like, oh, what can I get out of it for me personally? It's like, no, I'm a natural man that studies the natural way because that's how I heal. That's how I help people heal. And I tell people go back to nature. I tell people go back to the natural way. I've established laws. The way to get back to your healthiest version of yourself. And your most holistic self. I've established laws on how to do that. I'm writing a book on it. But what am I saying all of that for? Why am I even bringing all of that up? What's the meaning? What's the purpose? Why am I even talking about that? Well, because I've done a lot of travel, beloved, enough to know what it takes to live a holistic life. And if you notice, I don't travel. If you notice, I don't travel outside the tropics. Everywhere I go, everywhere I travel, it's within the tropics. Because I'm a natural man that has to study the natural way. I don't travel outside the tropics. I only travel within the tropics. Only time I travel outside the tropics is when I'm in America. The moment I step foot outside America, you won't catch me going nowhere else. I won't travel nowhere else. I don't understand that other stuff. I don't understand. I don't want to understand it. I don't want to understand those ways of life because anything outside of the natural way of life is actually it goes against life, and it's a Western mind. It's a Western mind culturalized type of thing. I don't want to understand that type of life. I come from that. I don't want to go to that. I don't want to go to what I come from. You dig what I'm saying? We got to learn something. If we want to be new, we want to transform, we got to learn something new. And the thing is this, what I'm teaching and what I'm learning, what I'm teaching y'all, is not new. It's not new. The natural way has been the natural way since existence of time. The natural way has been the natural way and will always be the natural way. You cannot take away the natural way. It will not go away. The natural way is the natural way and will always be the natural way. Has always been the natural way and will continue to be the natural way. You will not be able to stop the natural way from existing. Now, urbanization, I talk about this thing. Urbanization is one of the things that is killing the natural way, but that's in cultures like America. The reason why is because They understand. They're smart. They know nature heals. Costa Rica is beautiful. Why? Because everything here is protected. I'm telling you, all the way down to the little baby lizards that we got in Florida. All the way down to the lizards, they're protected. You cannot touch nature here. They won't let you. They won't let you. This is what they tell me. They say everything is protected. Everything is protected. That's a land that wants their people well. But also, I told you this before I left. The reason why it's all protected is because they understand that the ancestors are connected to the ground, and the ground is connected to the, the ancestors are connected to the earth, and the earth is connected to the spirit. And so when you are walking on the planet, you are walking. You understand? When you are walking one with nature, you're walking one with your ancestors. Those who gave us the natural way of life and created the natural way of life. So everything I speak about, everything I teach you, everything that I share is always and will always go back to helping you get back to the natural way. Because this is the only way to heal, beloved. Costa Rica has opened me up to showing me how protected everything is here. It puts more of an importance on nature. And because of that importance, what that displays to me even more so coming back to America is that I have no time. I have no time to play around with this existence. I must establish an environment for myself that is always creating and always giving and always healing. Always serving my highest good. Always serving my best. This is what I'm leaving Costa Rica with. To create an environment around me that is always feeding and healing. And that's what Costa Rica has shown me, because that's the way of life and the culture here. That they protect nature. Everything is protected. The land here is protected. The animals here is protected. And they do that because they understand that the environment is nurturing. The environment is nourishing. The environment is healing. And so they understand that to protect it is to protect the environment, the nature is to protect their own self well-being. Is to protect their own well-being. They understand that. This is what I've gathered from them. This is not me second guessing or guesswork. This is not guesswork. This is what I've learned through conversation. This is what I learned through talking with the young man that I met the other night. This is what I learned through talking to the elder last night. This is what I learned through talking with my people from Aprende. I've learned what the mindset here is. I learned why everything here is protected. I learned why, you understand, the way they live, the way that they choose to live, pura vida. So I'm not coming here to be like, hey guys, what I say is right. I come here to learn, to say, hey guys, what I'm teaching you is something I learned. I'm not here to say, hey guys, listen to me because I'm right and I'm always going to be right and I'm right every time I speak. No, I'm bringing you what I learned. I'm a teacher that comes to places like this as a student. And as a student, I absorb, I get what I need, and I bring it back to you to teach. And so when I come, I bring it only to you the natural way. And that's why I only travel throughout the natural environments. That's why I only travel through nature. I only travel through the tropical environments, because this is the natural environment. And I'm leaving my footprint all across the tropics because that's where I belong. I know who I am. I know where I belong. I'm a natural being. I belong in nature. I belong in a natural environment. I belong in environments that is healing for me. I belong in environments that even their laws are established as protection for the land and for nature. I believe in living a way of life that nature is protected, the land is sacred, and people are healed because of the environment. That's me. And I know now even more coming back to America that this is what I must establish even while there. But I know that It's like I said, it's like trying to, what did I say the other day? I said, living in America really, and trying to heal, it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like trying to extract snake venom out your leg, out one leg, out of your bloodstream, and the snake is biting you on the other. You get what I'm saying? It's like trying to give you anti-venom for snake poisoning while the snake is still biting you. And so here you are trying to heal an environment where the environment is not inviting you for you to heal. And you need to, in order, listen to me, in order for you to expand your mind, your consciousness, and your overall well-being, is to be able to tap into who you are on a biological level. Because it starts on a biological level. Why? Because you're a physical being and you live in a physical environment, and everything in this physical environment is an attack or an aid on your biology. It's either an attack or an aid on your biology. If it's not aiding you, it's attacking you. If it's attacking you, it's not aiding you. And because you're a physical being that live in physical environments, if it's not aiding you in your biology, it's only attacking, which begins to attack your physiological, which starts to trigger certain thoughts, and then that becomes your emotion, what you start to internalize emotionally. You understand what I'm saying? Because once it attacks your thoughts, your physiology starts to attack your thoughts. You start thinking, oh my God, it starts attacking your mental. You start thinking, oh my God, I'm not feeling, this is not good. This is not, I don't believe in this, I don't believe in that. This doesn't heal me, that doesn't, and then you start to feel that, and you start, when you feel it, once you begin to internalize those emotions, you start to believe that. And that becomes your overall spiritual life. That becomes who you are spiritually. That becomes your lifestyle on a spiritual level. And now you cannot heal because your belief is weakened through your environment that is weakening you. If it's not aiding you, it's attacking you on a biological level. You understand? So, all right, guys, that'll do it for me. I hope you had enough. I went live with you every day since I was here. I'm glad that you experienced Costa Rica with me. I didn't get to take you out to nature and help and let you see the beautiful part of Costa Rica. I didn't get to give you all of that. That'll come next time. But it's gonna happen. But I came here with an intention and with a purpose. I didn't have an agenda, but I knew what my heart was speaking. If you see me dancing like this, it's because I gotta pee. And so I gotta go because I don't want to do that all on camera. All right, but your boy got to go to the bathroom, and yeah, peace.